The concept of aging has long been tied to the calendar, counting birthdays as a proxy for decline. But increasingly, science is revealing that not all years are created equal. Some 70-year-olds have the physiology and resilience of people decades younger, while others may experience age-related diseases in their 40s. This disconnect between chronological age and biological age has become one of the most exciting frontiers in health and longevity research. By analyzing a wide range of biological markers, particularly those found in the blood, scientists are now able to estimate a person's biological age, a measure of how well their body is functioning compared to the average for their actual age. And the implications are profound. Being biologically younger than your chronological age is increasingly associated with better health outcomes, slower disease progression, and even longer life expectancy. At the core of biological age assessment are biomarkers, measurable substances in the body that reflect the state of cells, tissues, or organ systems. In blood analysis, these can include markers of inflammation like C-reactive protein, immune cell profiles, glucose metabolism, lipid levels, liver and kidney function, and even hormone regulation. But newer models go further. Using machine learning, researchers can now analyze combinations of dozens or even hundreds of biomarkers to generate highly predictive biological clocks. Some of the most advanced clocks incorporate DNA methylation patterns, epigenetic clocks, telomere length, proteomics, and metabolomics to give a more precise readout of systemic aging. What does it mean, practically speaking, when someone is told they are biologically 8 years younger than their calendar age? It suggests that their body is functioning more like someone 8 years their junior in terms of metabolic efficiency, immune responsiveness, tissue repair, cardiovascular health, and cellular stress response. These advantages tend to correlate with lower incidence of chronic diseases, better physical and cognitive performance, and greater capacity to recover from illness or surgery. In large-scale population studies, individuals with a lower biological age tend to have significantly reduced mortality risk and longer health span, often by several years. Even more encouraging is the growing evidence that biological age is modifiable. Unlike chronological age, which only moves forward, biological age can sometimes move backward. Interventions such as improving sleep, switching to a Mediterranean diet, reducing stress, increasing physical activity, quitting smoking, or practicing time-restricted eating have all been associated with reductions in biological age markers. In some pilot studies, participants have reversed their biological age by 2 to 3 years in just a few months through comprehensive lifestyle changes. This capacity for rejuvenation appears to hinge on how well the body maintains homeostasis, its ability to regulate and repair itself in response to stressors. People who are biologically younger often exhibit lower systemic inflammation, better insulin sensitivity, more efficient mitochondrial function, and less oxidative damage. These processes are interdependent. Improving one often benefits the others. For instance, regular exercise doesn't just build muscle, it lowers inflammatory cytokines, improves glucose handling, and enhances mitochondrial efficiency, all of which show up in biomarker analysis as younger physiology. The appeal of biological age as a metric also lies in its motivational power. It offers people real-time feedback on their choices, turning the abstract idea of aging well into something concrete and measurable. Instead of simply telling someone to eat more fiber or exercise more often, clinicians can show how these changes reduce their biological age, providing a much more tangible incentive to stick with healthy behaviors. As tracking becomes more precise and affordable, it may become routine in preventive medicine to measure biological age alongside blood pressure and cholesterol. There are also broader implications for healthcare systems and aging societies. If interventions that slow biological aging can be identified early, they could reduce the burden of age-related diseases, extend workforce participation, and enhance quality of life well into the 80s and 90s. This shift from reactive to proactive care could redefine the economics and ethics of aging. Still, it's important to acknowledge that biological age is not a crystal ball. While it's a powerful predictor, it's not infallible. Genetic predispositions, sudden illness, or environmental exposures can override even the most pristine biomarker profile. Moreover, different biological age models may give slightly different results depending on the markers they prioritize. But across multiple methodologies, whether based on epigenetics, metabolomics, or immune function, the convergence is clear. Some people are aging slower, and it's measurable. In essence, Biological age reflects how you've lived, not just how long you've lived. And that distinction is changing the way we think about time itself. Far from being fixed, the rate of aging is dynamic and deeply responsive to daily choices. Whether someone is 50 going on 42 or 65 going on 78, biological age offers both a diagnostic lens and a hopeful roadmap. With the right interventions, those extra years of youth might not be locked in your DNA, they might be waiting to be earned.